So dividend divided by price of the share. This is B1 divided by 1 plus R. Price of the share divided by 1 plus R. Risk return is root of standard deviation 1 square, W1 square, standard deviation 2 square, W2 square plus 2 into standard deviation 1, standard deviation 2, weighted 1, weighted 2 into R. So another 5 marks for this. From the examination point of view, these are all the compulsory which will come very easy, and also we can have this. Hello my dear student, a warm welcome to this model class part B. I am Dr. B.S. Subramania, Professor in Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram First Aid College, a Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. Today, I am going to deal Financial Management 4, FM4, Part B. In the last session, we already completed this Part A. Now, this time, another 4 problems we are going to do about the model paper is concerned, investment analysis and portfolio management. So, model paper we are concerned. In the first session, we already solved about the 4 problems. This session, we are going to solve another 4 problems from the examination point of view. So, here I divided the entire model paper into 2 groups, Part A and Part B. Part A has got 4 problems. Part B has got 4 problems. It cover all the portion of from the examination of point 2. Please go through the problem slowly and understand. Now, in the last session, I have gone regarding the investment portfolio, investment management, only 2 security. This section, this time, this session, I am going to solve another problem of 3 security. Instead of 2 security, we are going to solve a big problem called 3 security I am going to solve. And regarding the risk return, I have already given the formula. Regarding I am going to explain now slowly, and you understand. If you have got a doubt, you can ask me a question, and I will go very, very slowly now. So, calculate variance and standard deviation. See that I have given the risk return root of sigma 1 square, this is standard deviation 1 square, W1 square plus standard deviation 2 square, W2 square plus 2 into standard deviation 1, standard deviation 2, weighted 1, weighted 2 into R. What's the formula? We can say risk return is a root of standard deviation 1 square, W1 square, standard deviation 2 square, W2 square plus 2 into standard deviation 1, standard deviation 2, weighted 1, weighted 2 into R. I am going to write now. I will tell the answer now. Risk return is equal to root of standard deviations 1 square, W1 square, standard deviations 2 square, or sigma, we can say sigma 2 square, W2 square plus 2 into sigma 1, sigma 2, weighted 1, weighted 2 into R. I will repeat the name. Sigma 1 square, W1 square, sigma 2 square, W2 square, 2 into sigma 1, sigma 2, weighted 1, weighted 2 into R. Slowly we can go through now. What is sigma? Standard deviation 1 square, 13 square into weighted 1, 0.70 square plus what is your standard deviation 2 square, 27 square into what is your W2, 0.3 whole square plus 2 into 13 into 27 into 0.70 into 0.30 into your R is 0.65. So 13 square into 0.7 whole square plus 27 square into 0.3 whole square, 2 into 13 into 27 into 0.70 into 0.30 into R is 0.65. Simplify. So we'll go one by one. 13 square, 13 into 13, 169 into 0.70 into 0.70, 0.49 plus 27 square, 729 into 0.30 into 0.30, 0.09 plus 2 into 13 into 27 into 0.70 into 0.30 into 0.65, 95.823. I will repeat, 2 into 13 into 27 into 0.70 into 0.30 into 0.65, 95.823. Simplify this. We'll have root of 169 into 0.49, 169 into 0.49, 82.81, 82.81 plus 729 into 0.09, 65.61 plus 95.823, 95.823. Add the figure, 65.61 plus 82.81 plus 95.823, 244.243, root of 244.243. So root of this 15.62. Standard deviation is equal to 15.63. 10 marks. I will repeat. Sigma 1 square W1 square, sigma 2 square W2 square, 2 into sigma 1, sigma 2, weighted 1, weighted 2 into R, 13 square into 0.70, 27 square is equal to 0.30 into 0.30, 0.30 into 0.30, 0.09, 2 into 13 into 27 into 0.70 into 0.30 into 0.65. It works out 95.823. 169 is 82.81. 729.9 is 65.61. 95.823. If we add all these figures, check up once again. This is 82.81 plus 65.61 plus 95.823, 244.243. Root of this is your variance, because standard deviation is equal to root of variance. So this is your variance. Your standard deviation is 15.63. 10 marks in the examination point 2. Very easy, 10 marks for you. Then we'll move on to next question. Reliance equity share is expected to provide a dividend of rupees 5. This is for 5 marks. Reliance equity share is expected to provide a dividend of rupees 2 and fetch a price of rupees 18 at the end of the year. What price would you sell for new. If the investment rate of return required is 12%, so price of the share PO. What's your dividend? 2 rupees. 1 plus. What's the rate of dividend? 0.12 plus. Next one. Price of the share is 18 plus 1 plus 0.12. This is equal to 2 divided by 1.12 plus 18 divided by 1.12. Return. So 2 divided by 1.12, 1.785, plus 18 divided by 1.12, 16.07, 16.0714. This is the price of the share, 18 divided by B. So he wants the total price of the share is equal to dividend divided by required return, 1 plus RP, 1 plus 1 plus R. So it will add 16.0714 plus 1.7857. So 17.86. 17.86 is the price of the share. So PO is equal to 17.86. 5 marks for this. So dividend divided by price of the share. This is D1 divided by 1 plus R. Price of the share divided by 1 plus R. So another 5 marks for this. From the examination point of view, these are all the compulsory which will come very easy, and also we can have this. Then we can move on to next one. Two-stage growth model. Here, PO is called DO plus 1 plus G to the power of. How we can do this? Go to 1 year, 1 plus R to the power of 1. Second year, DO, 1 plus G to the power of 2. 1 plus R to the power of 2. It will go to number of years. It will move on like this. DO, if you say that, another no. DO, 1 plus G to the power of 1 divided by 1 plus R to the power of 1. This is for 1 year. It's DO, second year, 1 plus G to the power of 2 divided by 1 plus this R to the power of 2. It will go like this. How many years they are gone? That's called the two-stage growth model. It will move on to how many years they will give. So they will give the growth rate, they will give the dividend of the last year and the required rate of return. So we'll solve the problem now. This is for 10 marks. The return of ABC company at present is 21%. Here no. Growth rate, dividend is no. Here no. Come back. The return of ABC company at present is 1.2%. The growth rate, you say, G is equal to 21%, 0.21. This is assumed to continue for 5 years. N is equal to 5 years. N is equal to 5. This is assumed continue for 5. After that, it's assumed that the growth rate is 10%. This is G1, G2, 10%, 0.10. Then the dividend paid is that DO is equal to 32 of rupees 10 is equal to 3.2. 32 of rupees 10, 3.2. Required return R is equal to 20%, 0.20. So 0.1, 3.2 and 0. Growth rate. Present price is 57. So we'll go to the second stage now. This is the formula. PO. How many years you have to write? 5 years, right? DO. Here, right. Price of the share. DO. 1 plus, see that? This formula you require. G. PO. 1 plus This is your growth rate. See this one. G to the power of 1 divided by 1 plus R to the power of 1 plus this is your DO. Then DO into 1 plus G to the power of 2 divided by 1 plus R to the power of 2 plus DO 1 plus G to the power of 3 divided by 1 plus R to the power of 3. 5 years you have to write plus DO 1 plus G to the power of 4 divided by 1 plus R to the power of 4. Last one, 5th year. DO 1 plus G to the power of 5 divided by, slowly you have to apply. PO is equal to 3.2 into 1 plus 0.21 to the power of 1 divided by, what's the required rate is 0.20. 1 plus 0.20 plus 3.2 into 1.21 to the power of 2 divided by 1.20 to the power of 2 plus 3.2 into 1.21 to the power of 3 divided by 1.20 to the power of 3. This is for 3rd year. Then 4th year, 3.2, 1.21 to the power of 4. So 4th year, 5th year, 3.2, 1.21 to the power of 5. 5 years. This is for 1st year, this is for 2nd year, this is for 3rd year, this is for 4th year, this is for 5th year. Slowly you have to do it. This is 1st year, 1.21 into 3.2 divided by 1.20. 3.2267 plus this is 1.21 into 1.21 into 3.2, 4.68512 divided by 1.20 into 1.20, 1.44. This is for 2nd year. Then 3rd year, 1.21 into 1.21 into 1.21 into 3.2, 5.6690 divided by 1st over, 2nd over. We come back for this is this is for this. 1.20 into 1.20 into 1.20, 1.7. This is for 3rd year. This is for 1st year, 2nd year, 3rd year. Now 4th year. Go to 4th year. 1.21 into 1.21 into 1.21 3 times into 1.21 4 times into 3.2, 6.8595 divided by 1.20 into 1.20 2 times into 1.20 3 times into 1.20 4 times, 2.0736. This is for 4th year. last year, fifth year, 1.21 into 1.21 second year into 1.21 third year into 1.21 fourth year into 1.21 fifth year into 3.2 8.299 divided by 1.20 into 1.20 into 1.20 3 times into 1.20 4 times into 1.20 fifth time. 2.4883. Now you have to make the simplification one by one. This is for first year. Number 1, first year. 3.2267. This is for first year. Second year. 4.68512 divided by 1.44. 3.2535. This is for second year. Third year, this over, come back to third year. 5.6690 divided by 1.72728. 3.2807. Fourth year, third year over. Fourth year, 6.8595 divided by 2.0736. 3.3080. This is for fourth year. Last year, 8.2999 divided by 2.48832. 3.3355. This is a fifth year. All should be added. 3.3355 plus 3.3080 plus 3.2807 plus 3.2535 plus 3.2267. 16.40. So it will work out PO is equal to 16.40. This should be very careful here. 1 plus d to the power of 1, 1 plus r to the power of 1, 1 plus d to the power of 2, 1 plus r to the power of 2 plus d going to 1 plus d to the power of 3 divided by 1 plus r to the power of 3, 1 plus d to the power of 4 plus 1 plus r to the power of 4. Same thing. You have to apply one by one. Simplify. So totally the present price of the share becomes 16.40. Deviation figures. Hope you understand this point here. We'll move on to the next problem. So now we'll go with a big problem called 3 securities, 15 marks, or 20 marks. Depends upon the selection. So first security X, security Y, security Z. You want to find the expected return and standard deviation, covariance and correlation between the three. If the investment and all the securities are equal, find the risk return security covariance of A and B, B and C, and C and A. So we'll go slowly one by one. Security X, security Y, security Z, activity. We'll go one by one. First one, security X. Slowly we can go. It's a big problem. So what we require now, what are the requirements are? First one, we have to find out the expected return. Then you have got a risk return, which is called the standard deviation. Then we go to covariance. Then go to correlation. Then the risk and return portfolio. Covariance of what? A and B, B and C, and C and A. Slowly we have to do. Security X, 2010-8. Returns 20, 10, 8, probability. What's your probability? 0.25, 0.50, 0.25. Now, multiply R into P, expected return. 20 into 0.25, 20 into 0.25, 5, 10 into 0.50, this is another 5, 8 into 0.25, this is 2, expected return becomes 12, this is your expected return. Now, take the deviation dx. Assume the deviation to the, what is your expected return? 12. So 20 minus 12 is 8. 10 minus 12 is minus 2. 8 minus 12 is minus 4. Square of these. Dx square. 64. 4. 16. Multiplied by P. P dx square. Probability 64 into 0.25, 64 into 0.25, that is 16. 4 into 0.50, 4 into 0.50, 2. 16 into 0.25, 4. Add the figure. 18 plus 4, 22. Sigma P dx square is 22. Here we can apply. So here root of sigma P dx square is equal to root of 22. Root of 22. Root. Repeat, 22 root 4.69%. This goes in favor of X. This is for X. Then security Y. Security Y. 10, 5, 15. 10, 5, 15. This is your return. Then your probability 0.25, 0.50, 0.25. Then PR or RP. So 10 into 0.25, 10 into 0.25. 2.5. So 5 into 0.50, 2.5. 15 into 0.25, 3.75. 10 into 0.5, 2.5. 5 into me is 2.5, 3.75. Add the figure. 3.75 plus 2.5 plus 2.5. This is 2.5 plus 2.5 plus 3.75. 8 expected return 8.75. Then dy deviation 10 minus 8.75 1.25 5 minus 8.75 minus 3.75 15 minus 8.75 6.25 deviation. Then dy square of this 1.25 into 1.25 1.5625 3.75 into 3.75 14.0625 6.25 into 6.25 39.0625. Okay, dy square. Then p dy square, p into dy square. I will repeat 1.5625 into 0.25 0.3906. Second one 14.0625 into 0.50 7.03 12 or 13. Last one 39.0625 into 0.25 9.7656 9.7656 plus 7.0313 plus repeat 0.3906 plus 7.0313 plus 9.7656 17.1875. Then of y is equal to root of sigma p dy square root of 17.1875 root of this 4.145 this goes to y. So one goes to x, one goes to y. Now regarding the security z, returns. So this over 8, 12, 10. Your probability 0.25, 0.50, 0.25. Multiply R into P. 8 into 0.25. 8 into 0.25 is 2. 12 into 0.50 6, 10 into 0.25, 2.5, add the figure, expected return 10.5. So dz, deviation of z, 8 minus 10.5 minus 2.5, 12 minus 10.5, 1.5, 10 minus 10.5 minus 0.5, dz square 2.5 into 2.5, 6.25, 1.5 into 1.5, 2.25, 0.5 into 0.5, 0.25 square, multiplied by p, p into 6.25 into 0.25, 1.5625, 2.25 into 0.50, 1.125, 0.25 into 0.25, 0.0625. So multiplied by p here. So 0.625 plus 1.5625 plus 1.125 plus 0.0625, 2.75. This is sigma PD P dx square. So root of sigma PD z square root of 2.75 root of this 1.66. So we calculate the mean, we calculate the standard deviation. Then you have to go with this is what we did here. This we have to done. Now covariance. Carefully you have to do covariance between x and y. First, what you have to do? Covariance. Assume that A and B means x and y. This A and B means x and y. B and C means y and z. C and A means z and A. A and B. X and y is nothing but A and B. Covariance. First, probability 0.25, 0.50, 0.25. Deviation of x goes in favor of A. What we require, deviation of x is here. Dx is how much? 8 minus 2 minus 4. 8 minus 2 minus 4. Then dy. What's the formula? P dx dy. This is the formula. Covariance. Dy. So this goes to x. Then deviation of y 1.25. Then minus 3.75. Then 6.25 multiply dx dy. So probability, they have given the probability, deviation of x, deviation of y. Multiply deviation of x and deviation of y. This is 1.25 into 8, 10, 3.75, 3.75 into 2, 7.5, minus into minus become plus, 6.25 into 4, so it is 25, 4 into 6.25, 25 minus 25, then p into dx dy. Here we see to it. What's the deviation of x, y? 6.25. We'll see that. Dy 1.25, 3.75, 6.25. Here dx 8 to 4. Here 8 to 4. So dx into dy now multiplied by p, 10 into 0.25, 10 into 0.25, 2.5, 7.5 into 0.50, 3.75, 25 minus 25 into 0.25, 6.25. This is minus. So if we add 2.5 plus 3.75, 6.25 minus 6.25 is equal to 0. Sigma is 0. So this goes in favor of x and y. Then between covariance between B and C, that is y and z. We take the y. Y is probability. First we write the probability. 0.25, 0.50, 0.25. Then dy, deviation of y, 1.25 minus 3.75, then 6.25, then dz, deviation of z, minus 2.5, 1.5 minus 0.5. Multiply dy dz, 1.25 into 0.25 minus 0.3125. This is 1.5 into 3.75 minus 5.625, then 0.5, 6.25 into 0.5, 3 minus 3.125. all minus figure will come. Then P into dy dz. Now you have to multiply dy into dz 1.25 into 0.25 1.25 into 2.5 minus 3.125 all minus 1 multiplied by P now 3.125 into 0.25 minus 0.78125. Then 5.625 into 0.50 minus 2.8125 3.125 into 0.50 minus 1.5625. So add the figure plus 2.8125 plus 0.78125 minus 5.15625. Covariance. Covariance of y and z. So x and y over y and z. Then covariance between z and a. Z and a. Slowly get P 0.25, 0.50, 0.25. Then covariance of z, z and x. This is C and A. This is dz minus 2.5, 1.5 minus 0.5 dx. First one 8 minus 2 minus 4. 8 minus 2 minus 4. Multiply dz into dx 2.5 into 8 20 1.5 into 2 minus 3 0.5 into 4 2 minus into minus become plus 2 dxy multiplied by p into dx dz multiplied by probability 20 into 0.25 5 then 3 into 0.50 minus 1.50 2 into 0.25 0.5 add the figure 5 minus 1.50 plus 0.5 this is 4 sigma pdx dz is 4 covariance. So we'll go with now correlation R between x and y. Covariance of x and y divided by standard deviation x into standard deviation y. Covariance of x and y, covariance of x and y 0 divided by standard deviation of x. Standard deviation of x is 4.69 into standard deviation of y 4.14 is equal to 0. So r is equal to 0. So this becomes r becomes 0 now. Now r between y and z. R between y and z. This is minus 5.15625 minus 5.15625. Now, standard deviation of y, here come back. Standard deviation, here come back. X is 4.69. Standard deviation of x 4.69. Standard deviation of y 4.14. Standard deviation of z root of sigma to 2. Then standard deviation of z is 1.66. This is important. Now come back here. We are doing here between y and z. Standard deviation of y 4.14 into standard z 1.66. Simplify. This is 5 is equal to minus 5.15625 divided by 4.14 into 1.66. 6.8724. Divide. This is 5.15625 divided by 6.8724 minus, repeat, 5.15625 divided by 6.8724 minus 0.75. This is between y and z. Between z and x, so covariance is 4 divided by z and x 4.69 into 1.66. So this is equal to 4 divided by 4.69 into 4.69 into 1.66, 7.7854. Divide 4 divided by 7.7854, 0.513. Correlation. So all we have find out covariance and correlation we find out. So between R and S covariation is 0. Between X and Y R, X and Y is 0. Y and Z minus 0.75. Z and X 0.51. This. We have find out the covariance and X and Y also are find out. First one is 0. Covariance is 0, X and Y. See that how we have work out. A covariance between, so this is 6.25, 6.25 becomes 0. So between A and B becomes, that is dx and dy becomes 0. Then between B and C we have got minus 5.15625. And between Z and Z, Z is 4 is there. Okay. Then we calculate the standard deviation. So this is the covariance divided by standard deviation Z. So now we'll go with, the question goes like this. Covariance A and B. If the investment and all the securities are equal, find the risk of return. Risk and return. Last one. Risk and return. So all the three. So 100 divided by 3 means 0.33 is the weightage. Weights. Now we'll go between X and Y. Slowly. Root of standard deviation X square, WX square, standard deviation Y square, WY square, plus 2 into standard deviation X, WX, WY into R. Slowly we can go. Root of. What is your standard deviation X square? Standard 4.69. 4.69 square into 0.33 whole square. What's your standard deviation Y square? Standard 4.14. 4.14 square into 0.33 square plus 2 into 4.69, 4.14 into 0.33 into 0.33 into R. R between X and Y is 0. So simplify. 4.69 into 4.69, 21.996, 21.99 into 0.33 into 0.33, 0.1089 plus 4.14 into 4.14, 17.1396 into 0.1089. Anything multiplied is 0. Root of 21.99 into 0.1089, 2.394 plus 17.1396 into 1089 1.866 plus 0. Root of this plus 2.3947 4.26 12. Root of this 2.06. This is between X and Y. This is nothing but A and B. Then another we can do. Then between Y and Z. Standard deviation y square wy square plus standard deviation z square wz square 2 into r is equal to root of, what is your standard deviation y square? 4.14 square into 0.33 square plus standard deviation z is 1.66 square into 0.33 square plus 2 into 4.14 into 1.66 into 0.33 into 0.33 into r between y and z minus 0.75 minus 0.75 root of 4.14 into 4.14 17.1396 into 0.33 into 0.33 0.1089 plus 1.66 into 1.66 2.7556 into 0.1089 minus 2 into 4.14 into 1.66 into 0.33 into 0.33 into 0.75 minus 1.1226 root of 7.1396 into 0.1089 0.7775 2.7556 into 0.1089 0.3008 minus 1.1226. This is 0.7775 plus 0.3008 minus 1.1226 minus 0.0450 root of this minus 0.212 disk. Last one between Z and X root of sigma Z square WZ square sigma X square WX square plus 2 into R is equal to root of what is standard deviation Z square Y and Z 1.66 square into 0.33 square plus X. X is 4.69 square into 0.33 square plus 2 into 1.66 into 4.69 into 0.33 into 0.33 into R. R between Z and X 0.51 root of 1.66 whole square 2.7556 into 0.33 into 0.1089 plus 4.69 into 4.69 4.69 into 4.69 21.99 into 0.1089 plus 2 into 1.66 into 4.69 into 0.33 into 0.33 into 0.51 0.86. Simplify root of this 2.7556 into 0.1089 0.3008 plus 21.99 into 0.1089 2.39 plus 0.86 root of this 0.3008 plus 2.39 plus 0.86 3.55 root of this 1.88. So this is between Y and Z. It's a very, very lengthy problem. One by one you have solved because he wants X, Y, Z is a lengthy problem. We have gone through first PDX. We'll go one by one. Then we'll have a variance between X and Y, A and B. Then between B and C, between X and Y, covariance. See that between Z and X, there is C and A. Then covariance, this becomes 0. X and Y is 0. Y and Z is minus 0.75, 0.51. So very, very lengthy problem. We have solved slowly. Hope you understand. We have solved the entire lot. Hope all the problems that we have solved. 2 security. We have solved 3 securities are considered here. So we have solved all the problems here. So we'll have one more session for the revision circles. Everything has been solved. 4 problem in part A, 4 problem in part B. Everything has been solved. Hope you understand. We'll have any discussion in the offline. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the offline class. We can discuss each other. Till then, goodbye. Meet you in the offline class. Whatever the doubt you got, we are going to solve.